Hello, this is Archdeacon Peter here for those of you that don't recognise me. And it was suggested that I might just put a few words into a short video to explain a little bit about what's currently going on. Some of you in your chaplaincies may be holding extraordinary general meetings, or indeed your annual meeting may be containing some elements to do with French law. I do apologise for this, and certainly it does seem a little bit complicated. However, the base issue is the French government have changed the rules, have changed the law around religious bodies. This came into effect some 18 months ago, and it necessitates the re-registration of each of our 33 individual chaplaincies in France. To facilitate this, we need to provide a new base document, a statute as it's called, and that actually also serves for us as what's called our chaplaincy constitution. It's a document that seeks to bring together church rules with French rules. It allows us to be a religious organisation in France, and at the same time it allows us to be part of the Archdeaconry of France, part of the Diocese in Europe, and therefore part of the Church of England. I apologise for the complexity, and I'm sure for many of you the legalese really is not that important. What we are doing though is a very important thing. We need to do this re-registration so that we can continue to function as we are. However, even though this is creating a lot of work, there is a silver lining to this cloud. And as part of the change in law, one of the new requirements is that we have to set up a single legal point in France. We have to somehow group our chaplaincies together so that we can have a union national. Now, each chaplaincy, of course, remains completely and totally independent, but the union national allows us to group everyone together at the French level. The proposal is that we're going to use our Archdeaconry Synod, a vehicle we already have, as part and parcel of that. But to be able to get this together, it does mean that we need to all have that same base statute at a local level. It needs to be consistent so that the Union Nationale can function. But also, having a consistent statute at a local level means that if there are further developments in the law, which we expect, that we can then all work together and we only need to make one set of modifications. Similarly, having the same statute at a local level means that as we go through the local processes of re-registration, should there be specific questions that are raised, then we can support this from a French standpoint, a French level, using some of the experts that have helped us draft these documents. Being consistent in our approach also means that where we may have issues of interpretation between church rules and French rules, we can have the same interpretation and the same implementation at local chaplaincy level. By working together as a Union Nationale, we will have a significant advantage in the medium and long term. There are many things that at the moment each chaplaincy has to do as an individual. Purchase of insurance, for those that have chaplains, the provision of a mutuelle and so on. And actually having a Union Nationale means that we can choose, should we wish, to work together more closely on some of these things. We may be able to negotiate better rates for insurance or mutuelles. Each chaplaincy, of course, remains completely independently and can pick and choose whether they wish to join with some of these additional benefits the Union Nationale may have. But because it is mandated by law, because it is something that we need to have, rather than seeing it as onerous, let's see it as a positive. And by working together, I firmly believe that actually we are going to find some new and some different ways where actually our life in France is very complementary. I hope that this has helped a little bit in terms of the information sharing. As always, please feel free to be in contact if there are any particular questions that need to be addressed. Thank you. Bye-bye.